Ladies and gentlemen, Geri Petito.
I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
When you don't know just what to do,
Just what to do, just what to do.
if what you're feeling is really true,
Is it really true? Is it really true?
just keep your ideas safe and sound.
Safe and sound, safe and sound.
That's exactly how change is found.
Change is found, change is found. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. And in time, this too shall pass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Geri Petito taught the class. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. Loves the answer, the greener grass. I'm not an addict, I'm just an ass. One day at a time, free at last.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Geri Petito Show. Everyone and anyone who knows me knows I am the author of I'm Not an Addict, I'm Just an Ass. I'd rather be a smartass than a dumbass. Because, guys, 34 years ago, almost 35, I was a dumbass. But today, almost 35 years later, through the grace of God, I can honestly say now I'm a smartass. And yes, the word ass is in the Bible. At least 40 times it means donkey, and that's what I was. I'm saying all that to say this. You know, there are a lot of people out there struggling, and guys, you know, I'm here to help you. I'm a nutritional health coach. I'm a recovery coach. All my services to you are free. Please, please reach out. I want everyone to know someone is listening. And guys, listen, if you think my book can help someone, because I sure do, you can go right to Simon & Schuster's bookstore, Archway Publishing, BAM, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. You can go to my website, www.geripetito.com. My book is now on audio with my voice, guys. All right, so Simon & Schuster wanted to do it with someone else's voice, and I was like, no way. So now my producer, Ruben Rodriguez, part owner of Hamilton Radio and owner of Ironhorse Films, now put my book to audio. Guys, listen, if you truly, truly, truly cannot afford my book, please reach out to me about that as well. I'm here to help you. So I just want to mention two of my sponsors today. John Bishop, a.k.a. Johnny B., singer-songwriter, host of the Entertainment Luncheon South, a nonprofit network created for the creative. He's also partners in the Joey D and Rock and Oldies band, and he also sings solo. And a huge shout out to him and his wife Linny for doing this luncheon once a month. It's by invite only. It's $20. Great lunch, great entertainment, and they don't keep a penny of it, guys. And they promote all of us like no one else does. And then a huge shout out to my newest sponsor, Robert Sweeney, U.S. Air Force one-man band, guitar player, writer, producer, AI digital creator. And he made a theme song for me, guys, that we're going to be playing at the end of the show. Very, very cool, okay? So now let me introduce my really cool guest. So we have here an Americana country singer-songwriter, Casey Armstrong. Say hello to everyone.
Hi, Jerry. Hi, everyone. How are you today?
Very good. Big shout out to Caden Gordon for introducing us.
Yeah, Caden's a good man. I was just talking to him 5 minutes. 5 minutes ago, I had to let him go because I told him I had an interview.
Caden's very cool. Such
Yeah.
a young man and such a hard worker. I just love him.
He had 9,000 email messages on his return from Nashville to get through.
Okay? So now, Casey, I want you to take the mic and I want you to start telling people a little bit about who you are, please.
Well, I'm Casey Armstrong from Lakefield, Ontario, which is a little town of 2,000 people just north of Peterborough, Ontario, which is just north of Toronto, Ontario. So I'm kind of up in cottage country originally. Such a small town as that, we only had 3 musicians in the whole town at my age group. So I got stuck playing bass because the other one had a guitar lesson, one of them, and the other one was getting drum lessons. So they put me on bass, and I've been on it ever since. I've been playing in bands. The first outdoor gig we did was at age 14. We were playing on Main Street in Lakefield. By 17, we were playing in the arena in Lakefield, opening for a recording act, and that was kind of interesting. And then by 18, we were playing in the bars. By 19, I was touring all over Canada. and I've been doing it ever since. And for quite a while, I had to take a day job because I was married and kids to raise, etc. And I just retired a year ago and finally decided to put my album out. So I have my own recording studio here, which I'm sitting in right now, and put together an album, mixed it, recorded it myself, and put it out there, and it's been doing quite well.
So, okay, Americana country, and I've interviewed a lot of artists that say Americana country, and they all describe it a little differently. Can you tell me how you describe it, please?
Sure. When I first started, I played in a classic rock band. And I did that for a number of years. And then through necessity, I became a country singer. And that lasted a long, long time. For a 6-month period, I guest starred in a bluegrass band. And then I've been in a blues band. Americana is a mixture of all those genres. So I come by it honestly. I've actually been acquainted to all of them one time or another throughout my career. And it just seems like a natural. It's not quite country, it's not quite bluegrass, it's not quite rock and roll, it's not quite blues.
So it's not quite anything.
No, it's a mixture of everything. It's
So
a mutt.
it's a lot. Sorry, you are the only one that described it like that, I have to say.
Yeah.
All right, so then I'm going to ask you to go a little deeper.
Hmm.
So the average person knows country,
Okay. Yeah.
okay? So old time country,
Hmm.
even new country,
Hmm.
country. What's the difference between the country we know and Americana?
Americana is very, very, very close to new country.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it has a lot of the same elements, the kind of the dirty, gritty guitar and some other instruments other than banjo, steel guitar, fiddle. Although quite often you'll see those in Americana too. That's where the crossover occurs. That's a tough one. I've actually charted with my Americana music up as far as number 9 in Canada with one of my songs.
Oh,
So I
that's pretty
mean, yeah,
cool.
and that was in a country chart. That was on the Canadian Independent Country Countdown.
That's pretty
So
cool.
yeah, a lot of the country stations are playing my stuff, and they just take it as I'm a country artist, which I'm okay with that. That's fine, whatever you want to label it.
Okay. Because, I mean, I'm not like musically inclined. I only know what sounds good and what doesn't.
Hmm.
So I would call it country.
Well, there's going to be so many elements of that
Yeah.
because between the ages of 25 and 55, I was a country singer. So there's no escaping that. 30 years worth.
Well, how old are you? What?
Give, take a guess.
Okay, so I would have said like 45.
Thank you.
I would have.
In on the 24th of this month, I will be receiving my old age pension.
Wait, I'll be 65 in March. Are you going to be 65?
I'm gonna be 65 in on the 24th of this month. Yeah.
So I'm not kidding. I don't, Casey, I
No,
don't
that's.
usually say this just to say it. I
Hmm.
honestly thought you were a lot younger. You've
Hmm.
got to hear that, I'm sure.
Yeah, I do all the time. Yeah. I don't know what it is. Certainly not clean living.
All right. Well, you just blew my mind. All right. So forget that. Okay.
Hmm.
That's pretty cool. All right. So then I guess you do have like these roots and you do know what you're talking about because you've played, like you said, all that. I mean, wow. Okay.
Hmm.
Very cool. So, all right. Who are some of your favorite artists? Who inspired you growing up?
Well, in Canada, we got a lot of Canadian content because that was the regulation that 50% of our music had to be from Canadian artists. So I'm thinking people like the Guess Who, Bachman Turner Overdrive, people like that we were hearing an awful lot of early. But I was also listening to stuff like Chicago. I always love horns. Blood, Sweat, and Tears. I really liked, I've spent a long time watching and listening to Van Morrison. Really like him. I don't know. There's so many artists. It's really hard to say. Doobie Brothers. I went through a stage where I was really listening to the Doobies a lot. Steely Dan. So it's all over the board. I mean, as far as country artists go, Johnny Cash, George Jones.
I love
Yeah.
George Jones. Oh my
Oh, me
gosh.
too. I got a story. I got a story about him that would
Come
make
on.
you laugh.
Let's hear it.
Okay. All right. A friend of mine was actually working as a promoter in Peterborough, and George was coming to our local arena, and he was in charge of looking after the rider for George. Well, the people from George's company called up and said, part of the rider is that you have to have an 81 key white Steinway grand piano. So he was in charge of procuring this. He tried everywhere he could. He call after call, and they would put him on to somebody else and say, well, maybe you should try this guy. Finally, he calls down, he gets a tip, and he calls down a number in Nashville. And the guy says, sure, I can do that. 81 white piano, white key. He says, I'll send it on the truck, and he charges him a couple grand for it. Guess who owned the piano?
Come on.
George Jones's
Okay.
piano player.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. That's slick. That's Nashville.
That is so cool. I love that story. Thank you for sharing it.
You're welcome.
So now I have a silly question. You mentioned something. You
Mhm.
said that in Canada they played Canadian artists mostly?
50%. 50% had to be
Okay.
Canadian.
50% had to be Canadian.
Mhm.
Did they ever play Elvis?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Sure,
I'm just
all the
making sure, honey. Making sure.
time. Yep, no problem there.
All right, so now, do you have like that favorite song that like has stayed with you for years?
My absolute favorite song is a Van Morrison song called Into the Mystic.
Oh,
Do you know that one?
can you sing a little of it for me?
No,
Oh, because probably if I hear it, you know what I mean?
you would. Yeah, and you should definitely look it up. I wouldn't do it justice, and I don't really know the words all that well. I'm
All
so
right,
busy
all right.
listening to it, and just soaking it in when it's on. It's a very mystical song. I think it's got a lot to do with the afterlife.
Oh, okay. Into the Mystic. I have to check it out. Okay, Van Morrison.
Yeah. Yeah, there's
Very
two or
cool.
three different versions. A guy named Colin James did it. I don't know. Van Morrison for sure do
Okay.
that version.
Very cool. So now we have a few of your songs. We're going to
Hmm.
play one now, and then we'll have you talk about it, okay?
Sounds good.
Here we go.
Still a world to face without you, so without you. So I rearrange my place doubt you. There's always someone telling me the latest they've heard. I'll lose it if I'm forced to hear another word about you. No, no. Someone please pitch me, this can't be real. 'Cause everything that I think and feel is about you. Yeah, about you. So about you. So about you. So about you.
Before you talk about the song, I have a friend, a loyal listener listening, and she said, "You even sound young," okay? And then she said she doesn't feel it's like country, just a ballad with a little twang, and she loves it.
Well, tell her thank you for me. I
Her
appreciate
name
that.
is Ina Vasquez, and her husband is Carlos, and he's a singer, a little bit older than you.
Wow. Well, and he's still at it?
Oh, he's still at it, baby. Let me tell you, he's the lead singer, yes.
Good for him.
So very cool. So, okay, now tell us about this beautiful song.
Well, this song is unusual for me because when I write, I always write words first. All my other songs are words first.
That was going to be another question of mine, but continue.
Yeah. Okay. I feel that that's the strongest way of going about it. I get the words, then I get the melody. I sing the words and never pick up an instrument until I have those two things in place. And I find that gives you the strongest melodies and words, usually. In this case, one night I was having a bout of insomnia. I'm up about 3 o'clock in the morning.
A boat. You're a boat. Go ahead. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, that's a Canadian way of saying it, right?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, so I'm having a bout of insomnia, and I'm up about 3 o'clock in the morning, and I pick up my guitar and I'm just gently, softly playing, and so that's why it's such a soft ballad. I'm coming up with these chord changes, no melody, no words, anything, but I really like the chord changes. I start humming softly to myself. So that was it. I wrote all that down, but had no words. This went on for a month. I tried writing words a number of times. I was just coming up nothing. Couldn't even get a start. Finally, I was reading a book by Jimmy Webb. Jimmy Webb's my favorite music writer. You know him?
No.
Oh, he's from the '60s, Up and Away.
Oh,
Richard
yes.
Blind Man.
Oh,
Yeah,
my gosh. Okay. Very
yeah,
cool.
yeah. So, anyways, he had in one of his chapters was talking about what to do if this situation occurs. He said, what you can try is just hum or sing or whatever, nonsense words or just hum, record it, play it back as low as possible, and your subconscious sometimes will fill in the words. Well, I tried it. I recorded it, nonsense words, played it back, and I grabbed a pen, and I kid you not, I wrote like I was writing from somewhere else. The whole song just wrote as I was playing it back, as fast as I could scribble.
That's pretty
The
cool.
problem was there was nothing in my life that this was pertinent to. It hadn't happened to me. Couldn't imagine it happening to me. It hadn't happened to a friend or anything else. Until 10 years later, all of a sudden, it all came true. I'm sitting in that house, with the house I'm in right now, about a 2,000 square foot empty old place with half the furniture gone. I go out in the street and everybody wants to talk about my yaks, what happened and all this, just as the song describes. So strangely enough, I was seeing this 10 years ahead of time.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so how am I supposed to react to that? I'm sorry.
Oh, no, not at all. No, I'm happily married again now.
Okay,
So
you're
no,
good. Okay,
all's
good,
well
good,
that
good.
ends well.
Okay,
Yeah.
good, good, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, that's pretty cool, but bittersweet,
If
and all that.
if this sounds like if it sounds like I'm capturing the mood in the song when I'm singing it, it's because I actually had sang that song while this was going down 10 years after I
Wow.
had written it. Yeah.
So your feelings
Oh
just
yeah,
were
that was
poured
raw.
out.
They were raw right then. Yeah.
Yes, I know. We have two more songs we're going to be playing, girl. She wants more songs. Yep. Um, so, wow, okay. So now I ask, and you answered it already, because I do ask a lot of singer-songwriters what comes first. And a lot of them say it's a mixture. Some say mostly the words. But I had someone recently say always the music comes first for him.
Hmm.
It
Yeah,
was,
I've heard that too.
yeah, it's pretty
Wouldn't work
cool.
for me, but more power to
Yeah,
him.
yeah, yeah. It's pretty cool. All right. So now, about how many songs have you written?
I'm going to say 30 good ones.
Okay.
What I did, which is kind of odd, I bought myself a recording studio 10 years ago and learned how to use it. And it's been a slow process. It's a lot of involvement in the technical aspects of owning a recording studio.
Okay.
In the process, I never got very good at mixing, and I still am not great at it, but I'm getting better all the time. I recorded all 30 of those songs before I've ever tried mixing them. I finally got the courage up to mix the album and put it out last year. They were already recorded. I've already got the next two albums recorded. They're ready to go as soon as I mix them. So 30 songs is the answer to your question.
Okay, so that's pretty cool. Now,
Mhm.
all right, here's a question about your songs based on what you told me already about the
Mhm.
story of that song. So, the majority of your songs are things that you've experienced or someone close to you has?
The majority, yeah,
Okay.
a lot of them me. I was stuck in a bad marriage for a number of years, and there's a lot of songs came out of that.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. And since you brought it up, your children are in your life?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Well,
beautiful.
again, younger than I look. You guessed me at 40 some odd. My son is 42.
My daughter's 44. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's crazy. All
Yeah.
right. All right. Oh, wow. Okay. So
Yeah.
now we're going to play a second song and then we'll have you talk about it.
Sure.
Here
Sure.
we go.
Ain't it sad the way a love so strong can turn out so cold? Took me a long, long time to make up my mind. Slim alibis are getting old. But I'm tired of feeling lonely, and I can't find a reason why. You're the only one who should be holding someone else tonight. You played me for a fool who should have looked before he leaped. Then my stupid heart betrayed me. It got us both in way too deep. But a broken heart heals stronger, and it can't find a reason why. You're the only one who should be holding someone else tonight. Someone else is holding you, and though I've been true all along, someone else is gonna have my love before too long. 'Cause you can only push me so far, and I can't find a reason why. You're the only one who should be holding someone else tonight. 'Cause I'm tired of feeling lonely, and I can't find a reason why. You're the only one who should be holding someone else tonight. You're not the only one who should be holding someone else tonight.
Tell us about that beautiful song.
Oh, that one has a strange backstory to it as well. That was written around the same period as the first one we listened to, and for a lot of the same reasons. What makes this interesting to me is when I tried to record it this time round. I recorded it one time previously on a country album, and it had fiddles and steel guitar and things like that in it, which you can probably imagine pretty easily. It's the most country sounding of all my songs, I think. Um, this time round, when I was recording it, I shipped it out to a mandolin player, and this was during COVID. And I didn't know what he was going to send me back. And on the very same night I shipped it out to him, I also shipped it out to the keyboard player, the guy that's doing all those really nice Wurlitzer parts. So they both came back within an hour of each other. And I had just gotten the parts back from the mandolin player, and I had just flown them into my Pro Tools session on my computer and was just starting to delve into them. And the keyboard parts arrived. So I flew them in as well. And I kid you not, I must be getting some help from above or something. Other than one bar of music that I had to move, like a 2-bar segment, but just one little spot in the song, I just moved it. I cut and pasted it, moved it somewhere else in the song. Other than that, it all fit perfectly, just the way it was. I didn't have to touch anything. And I don't know how they did that, but if you listen to that song again sometime, notice how they weave together. One plays, the other plays, the other plays, the other plays, just one after another, like they're talking, like a conversation. And it's totally in different cities, different houses, not communicating with each other or not. I have no idea how that lined up like that.
So I always think about technology with musicians today
Mm-hmm.
and what can happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing, right?
Well, a lot of it gets over processed. I try to keep it as natural as possible.
Yeah.
My keyboard player uses a real piano, a real B3 organ, a real Wurlitzer. I use real acoustic instruments. We try to keep it as real as possible. We use real saxophones and horn sections.
No, but I
Yeah.
mean that you were able to put it together
Oh yeah.
that way.
Well,
That's what
what
I
we have.
mean. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And the interplay between everybody. But I mean, the other ones were after the fact. Those two were the ones that were just a surprise to me. And they also managed to leave enough spots for the guitar to weave in there and the vocals and everything. There was always just the right amount of space.
Did you ever have singing lessons?
No, I was in choirs earlier, but I taught myself.
Okay. And any keyboard lessons?
Yeah,
Okay.
I play keyboards. I took lessons between the ages of 7 and 14 from a conservatory of music, an old German lady that lived in my village.
Okay. Very cool.
Hmm.
Okay. Very cool. So now let me ask you something. Other than the musicians that you've mentioned, who else influenced you?
Ronnie Hawkins, in a big way, because I did some work with him. And I got to see a pro run a band, how he did it from the inside, how he dealt with the musicians' temperaments and egos, and how he dealt with paying people, and how he dealt with owners. It was really interesting. I learned a lot from him.
How long did you get to work with him?
Not a long time. I was hanging out at his house quite a bit because I was good friends with his son, and his son lived there at the time. And we were recording actually when something kind of neat happened. They had a camera crew up there, and they were recording a biography on him because they thought he was dying of cancer at the time. He
Oh,
didn't
oh.
end up dying for years after that, but they thought he was going to. And yeah, he hired me on the spot right in front of the cameras, and we were supposed to play this huge concert. When I say huge, I'm talking like it was the Rolling Stones, AC/DC, Rush, a number of other bands in
Come
front of like
on.
450,000 people. It was to do with SARS. It was 2003 in Toronto, and I was scared to death. He had to cancel due to health, and that's probably just as well because I was just terrified to play to that many people. And I don't get stage fright, but that's just overwhelming.
Elvis got stage fright every single concert. He would
Yeah,
pace backstage and then come out and he was fine. But even Elvis, I mean, hey,
I didn't know that. That's
yes,
cool.
every single show.
Mm. Well,
Amazing.
it just shows you care, I guess.
It shows you care. That's right. Ina wants to know, do you speak French?
Un petit peu.
I think you probably said a little bit. I don't know what you
Yes,
said. Oh,
correct. Yes.
see? Okay. That's great. Okay. Yeah, and I don't speak French, but I had a feeling that's what you were saying. All right, cool. Um, all right, so now before we play your third song, how can people reach out to you or get in touch with you?
I do have a website, and that's the easiest and most efficient way. It's also easy to tell you about. It's KC Armstrong, well, www.kcarmstrong444.com. And you just
Okay.
go there, and all the links to everything are there, including scheduling when we get some gigs coming up. Um, Everything, all the you can buy the album there, or you can find out what platforms it's on. You can see all the latest news. Your show will show up there tomorrow.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Now, have you been out of your country traveling, doing gigs?
Not yet, no. There's
Okay.
always Canada back and forth, and it's a
Okay.
big country.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. You ever
Yeah.
get to the tri-state, New York, New Jersey, or PA, let me know.
Well, that's in the plans. We're
Okay.
hoping,
That would be
and I
cool.
will definitely do that.
All right, cool. So, all right, so producer, let's play our third song and then we will have Casey talk about it.
Too bad you're leaving. You're gonna miss a lot around here. Ooh, when you're gone, I'm gonna shed some pounds, get out around, keep my good friends near. Ooh, when you're gone, I'm gonna spend some of my money on myself this time. I realize I've been a fool, I've been blind. Too bad you're leaving, you're gonna miss
Okay, wait. Before you talk about it, okay, I'm thinking something. Ina's thinking something. We're cracking up over here. We love it. But what genre is that song to you?
You tell me.
All right, so I agree with her because I'm sitting here saying, if this is Americana country, I love it. It's like rock and roll. And she messages me. She's bouncing on her couch. She said, this is a little more rock and roll-ish. She loves it.
Good. Well, that's the main thing.
So what is it to you?
I don't know. It's just a song. It's one of my songs. I don't know. I'm too close. I really don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's whatever anybody hears out of it.
Yeah. Whatever.
Okay.
Just enjoy it. I don't know. I don't worry about putting the labels on it. Enough people worry about doing that.
Okay,
Not like
that
them.
is very cool. Okay, we love it.
Thank you.
Hey, tell us about it now.
Okay. Well, this is a story about a dog. Not the song. The story I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
This only happened one day ever in my life. I've told you I've only written 30 songs. I wrote 10% of them in one day.
Okay.
Okay. So I used to take my dog, Kelsey, who's a runner. She just used to love to run. And I'd take her to a field where I could let her off the leash and run. And she's a whippet, which is like almost like a greyhound. So they naturally do that. So this morning I go walking through the field with her, and I no sooner get in the field when a song inspiration hits me, Another Lonely Night, and I start humming it, and I realized, geez, I got something here, so I had to put her back on the leash and walk her home. And I get home and pick up the guitar, which is not usual, but I did it right then. I wrote the guitar music, the words, everything, all in one go. Took about half an hour to an hour. I was really happy with that, and I was feeling really bad for the dog because she's sitting in the corner looking really dejected.
Aw.
She didn't get her walk. So I put her on the leash and I take her back out. And no sooner get in that field, ooh, when you're gone, strikes me, the one you just heard. So turn around, put her back on the leash, take her home, and she's just feeling terrible at this point in time. And I'm feeling terrible for her, but I got to strike while the iron's hot. I wrote that song. There's only 2 verses, so it didn't take too long, really. But I even came up with the modulations for the guitar solos and everything. Wrote that in about a half an hour and said, okay, girl, it's time for your walk.
Okay.
I took her out again. Darn if it didn't happen a third time. And that song you're going to hear, that's on the next album. That's called I'll Need to Know. And all 3 are really decent songs. And for some reason, they're not about the same subjects as each other. They're not about anything was happening. They're just there. And
Okay, that was a very cool story. Poor baby doggy, but that was a
she
very
got her
cool
she
story.
got her walk at the end. I'm happy to tell you, Jerry. But it was a good long one at the time, but it was like 6 hours late.
So, yes, Ina, that is talent. Yes, he has a journey. It's amazing. You are very talented. It's
Thank you.
insane. And I love your voice. Your voice, it sounds so young. I love your voice. It's amazing. And I
Thank
love
you.
the words to your songs. What is your favorite song that you've written?
It's one that's coming up on this album. It's called A Hero 2.
Wait,
And
what is it
it's
called?
A Hero 2.
A Hero, Hero?
Hero, and then it's 2, Too.
A
Used to be
Hero
A Hero
2.
2.
Okay,
Yeah.
what is it about?
It's about seeing the other person's point of view and how you can look at them and think, oh my gosh, how can you live with yourself doing what you do? But in their eyes, maybe they're their own hero. Maybe you're the one who's being bad, and maybe it's just about flipping the script and seeing it from their point of view.
Okay, so that's cool. And this is a silly question. What's your least favorite song that you've written?
It's one that's coming up on this album as well. It's okay. I don't think it's my favorite. It's called So Late.
So Late?
Yeah, and it doesn't have the depth some of the other ones do, but it's catchy and it's fast and up tempo and fun and everything. So I'm going to include it.
Can you sing a little of it for us?
No.
Okay. So now, all right. So now, What's it kind of about? So late.
It's just about having to move along. It's like your typical truck driver song. I got to get out of this town. It's time to go, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
I wrote it when I was on the road, and I was
Okay.
feeling it at the time. I don't feel it so much anymore.
Okay, gotcha, gotcha. All right,
Yeah.
very cool. Okay, so I'm going to read a poem out of my book now.
Okay.
And I read this book. It's called Utilizing Gifts and Talents. And I wrote it for a lot of people who question their self-worth, because I believe everyone has something to offer. So you just have to
do.
figure out what it is. And I say this at every show. I say, what would we do without sanitation workers? I mean, I would go crazy. So think about it, right? All right. So, guys, if any of you are questioning your self-worth, or if you feel like you have nothing to offer, please listen to every word of this poem. I wrote it for you. Utilizing gifts and talents. We are born with talents. We are born with drive, with different gifts to help us thrive. I knew early on I was born to draw and paint, to also write poetry, and to talk without restraint. Our gifts and talents should all be used. God's gift to us, not be abused. We can go far in life for sure, using our gifts to go on tour. All our talents should be used to create ourselves and more, but then our job's to share them, to even up the score. You see, in life, what's needed is not just for ourselves. Once our gifts are mastered, take them off the shelves. A living we can make by spreading them around, not just for the money, but to spread a peaceful sound. Don't take for granted the gifts you're given. Go out and spread the joy. Our gifts are not to be held back for us to self-destroy. Put your efforts forth. Do not hesitate. All your talents, my friend, are never second rate. Never hold them back or you will surely die. Maybe not in body, but your soul will cry. Our gifts were made to share, our talents made to soar. Go through life enlightened, then you can roar. Be proud of who you are. Be happy you're alive. Once again, my friend, your gifts will help you thrive. By putting efforts forth, not keeping them at bay, your name, Casey Armstrong, baby, will live forever, forever and a day. So go through life excited for what you sure can give. To yourself and others is our reason to live. Our grave will be quite lonely, but our legacy lives on. So make sure people smile with the breaking dawn. And that's what you're doing.
Thank you. That was really nice.
Thank you. That's what you're doing, Casey. So I'm going to give you back the mic. We still have a few minutes left. I don't want you to get off thinking you forgot to talk about something important. The mic is yours. You can tell everyone again how to get in touch with you. You could share something inspirational with the listeners. Whatever's up and coming, the mic is yours.
To get in touch with me, well, again, through the website, www.caseyarmstrong444.com. I would appreciate, I don't know if I've told you that I have videos that I've been making, which is another thing that's brand new, I've never done before, and I'm really enjoying that. In fact, I'm throwing together the one for the song we just listened to probably tonight or tomorrow, and it should be online within the week. I have my own YouTube channel with over 12,000 views, which doesn't sound like an awful lot to some people, but to me it is, because music doesn't sell as well as other things on YouTube, unless you have a record company behind you, and then you get lots of views. But anyways, you can find that through my website, and I'd appreciate if you go to leave a like and subscribe to the channel, because of those 12,000 views, I only have 98 subscriptions, so I need more people to subscribe. I've got a lot of looky-loos. Other than that, I can't think of anything we haven't covered. I appreciate your time, Geri, and great talking to you.
Been great. So I want to thank you personally. You honored us here today on the Geri Petito Show, Hamilton Radio. You're amazing. I really feel that way. All right, so never stop doing what you're doing, kiddo, okay? Please
No,
don't.
I doubt that, and thank you very much for the vote of confidence.
So, and I love your accent. I have friends in Canada, and I make fun of them. So
No,
now,
we don't have an accent. You guys have an
I
accent.
know, right? Okay, a boat. All right, so we're going to play Robert Sweeney's AI theme song that he created for me now. It's so cool, guys. Here we go.
Welcome to the stage where stories untold candid moments captured, memories unfold. Gary's got the vibes, a soothing flow. Come sit back, relax, let the good times glow. Jazz in the air, let it take you away. Welcome to the Geri Petito Show, where every heartbeat and every note flow. Jazz melodies weaving through the night. Together we'll shine. Everything feels right. Deep conversations where the heart finds a voice. Together we laugh, sometimes we rejoice. Tales of adventure, the rhythms embrace. In each note a journey, feel the space. Step into the light, let the music. Welcome to the Geri Petito Show, where every heartbeat and every note flow. Jazz melodies weaving through the night. Together we'll shine. Everything feels right. So tune in now, let the magic start. Geri's podcast, a place for your art.